Hello, Kachito. How are you? It's been a while. Again, I feel like that's a catchphrase at this point. I have a fan going on right now to keep me cool because now things are warming up. And that sucks. Sucks so much. But hopefully, everything will be okay. I is back in business. I'm happy about that. I was gone for so long, and now I'm happy to see Aya back. So you're like 20 minutes ago in boss chat. Yeah, I was. I was in boss chat. I was watching him. Wow, really? You're a mean person. Go away. Um. Did I? Hang on. I just realized something because I get completed. Pep on 15 is out, which means do I have more recordings? Uh-oh. Hang on. Oh no. Okay, I did do Wall of Ice. I just didn't name it yet. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is 15. This is the actual final. This is 16. Whoops. I should order that more popular. So I'm gonna have to edit that tomorrow. In other news, I was thinking of doing Splatoon, but I think I'm just gonna record that because I had some pretty interesting matches with that. Now the problem is though, that I was trying to I don't know why I didn't realize this. Freaking the recording is like really like 30 FPS or like less. I don't know what it is. And that's because it is I think streaming with recording with the highest quality. So hopefully when I record again later when I get the itch to play Splatoon, it will be 60 FPS, but the resolution will be a little lower. But because of how fast the games are, I think it's better off like that instead. No, you know, I feel like it's all right. I'm gonna move. And no, but it's still. I said to boss server that it mutes literally, yeah, that it doesn't ping me at all no matter what, but it still does it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh well, that's just something I have to deal with, I guess. You burned yourself? Yeah, I was pushing down on some food because I do that. That's like normal. And I didn't realize my pinky part was touching the pan until about 2 seconds later, and yeah. And then like I burned myself a lot, just like warming up milk a lot, and then the glass was too hard, too hot to hold, and it's big oof, but it's recovered now, so I can draw comfortably anyway. So oh shoot, let me talk about freaking the Pokemon game that came out. Freaking oh my goodness. That I know why, because by all accounts, drink water, fine. By all accounts, Arceus probably has been made by a B team. Probably. Like a smaller but still competent section of the game, of the company, like developed Arceus, while the main developers made, yeah, Scarlet and Violet, and it's weird. as Oblivion graphics. Yeah, that's probably a reason why. Like everyone and the mother said at this point, the story isn't that great, the graphics are terrible by GameCube standards, yet the gameplay is so refreshing that everyone is pushing all that aside just to say, oh my god, an actual fun Pokemon game. Which I find it kind of sad. Not gonna lie, I find it kind of sad that it's to a point where there's so much wrong with the game, yet despite that, it's still fun enough that, you know, that they're putting up with all that just to have a fun Pokemon game. It's really sad. I'm still gonna buy it probably. Alright, let me move on to art. I changed actually my layout of Clip Studio, so things might be a little bit weird. Like, we have things sticking out and everything, but aside from that, it should be fine. Why am I not drawing? There we go. That was weird. This is not the pen. What was the pen I used? That's not it. That's not it. Was I just using... Hang on. No, not this one. What pen was I using? Oh, no, it is this one. Okay. I'm okay with the character designs. I like the character designs. I think they're cute. Everyone's saying that they're like, I don't know what people are saying about him, but I know Nia was saying that she wasn't impressed with it, and I'm just like, I disagree. I like how they look. It's simple and cutish, and I'm okay with how they look. So, you know, I can't wait to see more arts, and already people are already made, obviously, hentai. There's one thing people are really quick to make, it's Pokemon hentai. Can already, I mean, freaking back with the Sword and Shield and the Scottish, what was that noise? Hopefully it was nothing. I should put music on now that noise reminded me about it. I'm going to hopefully. I think my family wants to go out for In-N-Out. I'm like, no, I'll stay at home. If it costs me burgers, then it's worth it. Okay, there you go. I got music on. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the Pokemon game, or the one that's announced, but I will get Arceus if it's on sale someday, eventually. I don't have any money right now. You know, I heard like my parents saying over like, yeah, when you have your first job, you're gonna be scared a lot. But I'm more concerned about just getting the money so I can buy like stuff. That's all my concern is about. So as long as I can get that, then I'll do freaking whatever. I already had to deal with like, you know, a couple of odd things. I've been, you know, told of what to do multiple times. That's just the difference. The difference between having a mental breakdown at work is just like knowing what to do and being told stuff. If I'm just told instructions like, oh, just do this, just so I can get the hang of it, then eventually I won't be so worried about it. And before they put me into a position where they go like, yeah, you should know how to do this. I'm like, I don't. I have not lived the life. Oops, I didn't like close. The more I play Splatoon, the more I get hyped up for Splatoon 3, but I've been playing a lot of Ranked too. I feel bad. When I did play Splatoon on stream, I never played Ranked, and I feel so bad because like freaking Ranked is really fun. Like, it's stressful and it definitely sucks when you lose and all that, but the satisfaction of winning and like having really hard battles that like I have to try to win, you know, all that kind of stuff, like I enjoy that. I enjoy a challenge. Now there's definitely times where it was completely unfair and like my team just couldn't support at all, and we just get instantly curb stomped. But to offset it, I mean, like there are matches where my team curb stomps the enemy team, and it's like, excuse me, what? You know? And that's why I'm gonna see if I can record some matches before Splatoon 3 comes out, and I'll end up streaming that because I wanna show off like some of the cool stunts and all that happens in the game. Unless I do something very embarrassing, then I'll have to show off. That's not good. I might change my mind about that. Okay. Where is it? Oh, the reference isn't showing. Hello, welcome back for more me talking about Splatoon. I guess mainly because Sugar Connor playing Splatoon 2 made me want to play more Splatoon, and now actually understanding the abilities more properly. Like, I never knew just one bomb defense up was kind of required, but I did, and now I still die a lot to bombs, but maybe a little less now. I've been hyped for that. I really want Splatoon 3. I really do. I'll try to play it as much as I can, get to the highest ranked, or if not, just max out in level. Both Splatoon games, I never maxed out in level. In Splatoon 1, I never did reach to level 50. Like, I did that after, like, years after I got the game. Maybe that's a sign that I cannot play. At the same time, that's when I was in school, so that was like literally also in a time where I had the most time to play games. I guess I just didn't play a lot of Splatoon or like a Verilog, because I don't know. Either way, what else? Let's see. I'm also just surprised Pokemon announced the new game, and everyone, you know, it's just like, it's only been like, how long since Pokemon Arceus? Like a few months? So it's just really, really weird. But at the same time, it's not like spin-off games can exist. It's just, a lot of people feel like that's a mainline game because it's 3D and all that, and like it actually has its oh well. Let's see. Okay, something else other than Pokemon. Cuphead show came back. Or no, not came back. Cuphead. I watched the Cuphead show, and even though I haven't played Cuphead, I did see gameplay, and I do like the animations about it. So I went to try it out, and lo and behold, it was cute. I will admit, cute show. That was reference. There it is. It is indeed a cute animated show. I showed off Love is War to my parents, and I used the Latin dub. And let me tell you, the Latin dub of Love is War is pretty cool. Like, it's not gonna blow your mind or anything, but the Latin dub of Kaguya-sama Love is War, it has some pointers. Like, there's some interesting changes they made, you know? So, obviously, like, some things like the dub language and all that has to change, you know, some wording and context and all that kind of stuff. But, like, the voice actor for Kaguya, like, the Latin dub of her, she's just as chaotic as all the other Kaguya voices. And it's really cute to see. Like, the noises she makes is really cool. The narrator is not as batshit crazy as the original English dub. As the English dub, sadly. I was hoping there would be some improvising, like, my favorite line, and I didn't even realize this was like really just added in. When Kaiki was sick and it's saying like, remember when we said we're going to go to the home visit later? It's later! Like in that high pitched voice. Freaking that's not in the, I don't think it's in the Japanese, and it wasn't in the Latin dub, which I'm sad about, but also understandable, I guess. I just really like that line. The English dub for the narrator is a must-see for sure. But for the rest, I will say, I think, what was the blonde guy's name? Misaki or something like that? Like, his voice is not good. I attribute that voice to the classic anime in the 2005 energy where, oh, you know what? I can say it even worse. His voice in the anime is similar. Whenever the character has to scream, the scream is like Rex is screaming in New Zealand Blade Chronicles 2. That's how bad it is. It's funny and entertaining because it's also a comedy, so it's not taken too seriously, obviously, and it doesn't break my immersion or anything, obviously. But it's still just like a really like, oh my god, you're not even trying. I don't even watch more anime. I might actually watch the Latino version of Sword Hero. No, Shield Hero. Damn it. Rise of the Shield Hero, and see if there's any changes there. What am I gonna do with this arm? This position here is probably the weirdest one, and it's the least like. I guess I could just like make a fist here and like make it seem like it's being yanked like that. Yeah, I could do that, but I need to sketch it out first. Let's see. What else? Oh, I fucking... I guess I didn't mention it at all. Freaking the background, you probably might see that it has changed a little bit with the color. And that might be permanent. It might not be permanent, but it also could if it's pleasing to everyone. Basically, I watched the anime My Dress Up Darling, and my god, that show is really cute. I'd still say that Fly Me to the Moon is more sugary in its fluff, but Dress Up Darling is just as sweet. Like, oh my god, it's so cute, and recommend a watch if you like that kind of stuff. Not for everyone, obviously, but you know, for those that like that kind of stuff, it is a cute anime, and I enjoyed it. And I can't wait for the next episodes so I could watch it on legal video sharing websites where they produce it. And yeah, I found new waifu. I never thought I would find new waifu, but now I need to find a fist reference. I'll be right back. Another music. Is that too loud? I'll lower it just a little bit. Oh shoot, do I have the... Oh, this needs to change, hang on. It should be... There we go. It should be the audio correctly, I think. I'm just still messing with settings, trying to figure out what's perfect. Let me go ahead and look for... thanks. This is not what I want, but okay. This might help. Oh shit, also, ooh, I see something very nice, hang on. Ooh, someone is almost done with there's this robot cat girl mouse pointer, animated mouse pointer, that I've been waiting for it to be released. And it might almost be done. So I'm gonna retire this little fox one that's from them. Okay. What's it saying on this pictures? Alright, I'll continue back. What's the next music? Is that quiet? I should, okay, it shouldn't be that. Music should be quiet for me, but not quiet for you guys. Unless it's too quiet, then I'll bump it up a little bit. Also, I'm just finding, like, I'm having so good time with the sub-view tab now. I didn't realize this was a thing, but man, Clip Studio is the gift that always keeps on giving. Like this sub-view, I don't know if anyone knows, but for a long time using Clip, I've always just opened another tab and had it floating, just so I can see a reference. And sub-view is kind of annoying because I can't just copy and paste pictures. I actually have to download them, but it's not a big deal. I have a big computer file size, hard drive size. It's fine. I'll delete the pictures away anyway. So just having and then color pick it, and then even if I close the program, it'll still be there. It's just so nice and convenient. It's just another reason why I like this program so much. And then again, truthfully, again, I can't really compare it to any other program that exists out there because I haven't tried them, but until someone goes and hey, try this program, it's so much better or something for animating or something, then I'm not switching away. Not yet, at least. I still do want to animate, and I do want to animate the Cherno, Dojin, Rayu, and stuff. I still want to do that. That's still on the goal list for the year. I want to get better at drawing first, and I really want to do that, and I want to learn. Chair's teaching me about website coding and all that kind of stuff, and yeah. This is a really stupid hand. Or a fist. But can you really call it a fist? Did the music just stop? Excuse me, did you not autoplay it? And it just stopped. It's not even at the end of the playlist. What? Weird. Once I'm done with this, and yeah, once I'm done with this, and I really want to get this done because one, it's a big inside joke for myself, and second, once I get done with this, I want to put up a those pictures of people of different emotions, little emojis of emotions, and then people are send me 6 fictional characters to draw. I want to do that just for practice. I want to draw some more intense emotions and see if I can get them down. And it would also be an easy way to try more coloring techniques and all that. I'm still trying to learn. I'm watching more and more art streamers, just trying to see why the hell do they color a certain way. And it's really dumb too. And the thing that I hate the most is that you don't know if someone doing something in a certain way is better or worse. I would see people draw in manually color, and my obvious thought is, why don't you just use the magic wand to fill in the spots easily? and their reaction is like, I don't know, I'm a bad artist. It's like, huh? Like, your artists are so good, yet you're doing these things that to me is just like, that's just wasting a lot of time. Like, what? Why? Like, is that actually better to just fill it in manually? Does that actually solve problems that I just don't know about? It's the weird part of learning, I guess. Is like, is something a personal choice or an actual strategy for art making, you know? Like how people do certain ways of coloring. I still don't know exactly why people like draw a sketch of color. Okay, I'm gonna go into like Brantine, but for art, and not even art skill. It's just like me not understanding it. Okay, like for you've probably seen a lot of tutorials like, oh, grayscale shading, so you know where to shade and all that, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. I get that, like preemptively low. But when you color in a sketch, it's like, what's the point of that? Okay, like, do you just know the color? Like, I understand. My first guess was, okay, understanding what color tone you want. And like, okay, I guess that would make sense, but then you're just gonna color the line art anyway. Like, the line art's not gonna change just because you know a different color tone or anything, right? Like, that doesn't change, does it? Like, maybe having color, like a sketch of color, gives you the picture of how much color balance you're using or something before the line art, so you can still like adjust like before the line. That's another guess, but at the same time, like, you would see people like you would see artists like draw a sketch of color, and then they don't move anything. They just sketch the color, and then they start doing the line art, and then they just start coloring in with the same colors. It's like nothing changed. What changed, you know? I don't know. I'm reading too deep into this. I just don't know. I'm trying to solve these mysteries. How to be better. Oh shit. Wrong button. Thank you. Oh, did I save? I guess this project is really big.
It's Funky Bunky. It's Funky Bunky.
How do I make this not look flat though? How do I make this look like it's actually popping out from the oh, you know, maybe it's, yeah, it's bold lines. Make it look like it's going from thin to thicker. That being the solution, I think. I don't know. It still looks like it's 2D, like it's flat, you know? I mean this part right here, this part. How do I make it look like it's... Hang on, I'm gonna look at reference again real quick. This reference. I guess maybe shadows? Oh, can't tell. Take a picture of yourself in that pose for a ref. I used a 3D model. Well, it's deleted now, but I used a 3D model. Like, if I pose for a ref, like, it's gonna say, like, yeah, they spread out. Guess maybe that they look... maybe like that, but it still looks 2D. I don't know why.
whatever. That'll be fine. That'll work. Alright, maybe, hang on. Let me make this a little more tighter to make sense with the, you know, it being a string. So we'll have that there. We'll move the fist a little lower. There we go. Alright. Oh, I should also mention the frickin' what's it called? Maiden and Spell. I want to set up that a multiplayer, like fighting role players thing now, instead of just, you know, instead of just doing the single player and then leaving like that. I don't know when I'm gonna plan for that, but it'll be soon for sure. And I also want to do another Don't Starve Together stream with Nia and all. Get her more acquainted with the game, spending time with a lot of other people. I hope there's other people I can invite to, but you know, usually they're a lot of times busy and all that, so it happens. Up the volume a little more. Alright. I haven't been dreading this drawing, but it has been, it's mostly been a task to work on 3 different drawings when I have so much other. And I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Never been the pose also. The pose also of this drawing is also like pretty. It was just a pose I struggled with trying to figure out how I was gonna get the image I wanted, you know. Like, would you believe that I tried looking up references for this kind of pose and was disappointed when I couldn't find anything? Unless I wanted to go to a very darker part of the internet, which I wasn't willing to go. Can never find a good pose. Sometimes I can. Sometimes if it's something simple like a photo boost photo, like the last 2 pictures of Vota and Aya, those are both like references. I found photos that was like, oh yeah, I could see them in this pose, and then like I edited a little bit, obviously, but the pose I did find for reference for the first 2. It's just this one specifically I couldn't. That's why I had to use a 3D model to try to see if I can shape out the kind of pose and like see where the major body parts would be. Usually with just knowing keywords, you can find the pose you're looking for. Like, if you're looking for, what's a good example that I use? Well, I guess for the Aya picture, I just chose like two people in a picture, one small or like small or something, and then I found actually a picture of like two. Maybe I'm just super picky. I mean, sometimes you could find a photo that's like really close to what you need, that has the major points, and then you just have to edit it to make it more specific. Like, if you have a pose of someone laying down but you need their hand up, you're gonna have to infer on your own what that's gonna look like, or use a 3D model. Actually, Clip has a thing that does pose outs. Like, it scans a picture and then sets a 3D model to that pose. It's not very accurate, but it might help out someday. I remember seeing it in Twitter once, and it was just like, excuse me, what? And I tested it out, and I was kind of disappointed, but hey, you know, something will come into use. Maybe it'll be better. Or maybe I just use it incorrectly, who knows? I just use my Blender guy I made for poses. That also works. Whatever's it's whatever what's 3D, not like, you know, you have to use Clip in order to use what I use. Just like literally any 3D thing works. I kept thinking, like, should I get those like very detailed like pose modelers that are really expensive? But I decided, yeah, no, not I wouldn't, because just using Clip Studio's 3D models are just fine enough. And if I need like a detailed muscle, there are detailed muscle ones on the store. Na 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 See, look how small, like, pathetically small the fist looks compared to the rest. Because, I don't know, it's so thin compared to the rest of the arm. And I guess I could make the arm smaller, but if I make the... I guess I could make it like this. But then, like, the arm looks a little too big, so... I think, like, right here should be enough. Yeah, right here. But now I have to make sure the string matches, so... I should also mention something else too that's gonna come soon, or hopefully soon-ish. Great use of words. I'm making something you might see soon. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I don't know how long it's gonna take, but Should this be backwards? Yeah, this fish should be backwards. This should be facing the other way. Like, if you're on your back and then you're holding it like this, yeah, the fist would be showing backwards, and the thumb would be this way. There you go. See, I'm smart like this.
Where's the... Shoot, I don't have it. The room's getting dark, but when it actually gets dark, I'll get the controller and the lights on. Okay.
Oh, right. I should also say, Eve is getting a remake. Well, quote unquote remake. They're just putting it into PC and putting it on Steam. Just like it's kind of like One Shot. I don't think like the story is majorly gonna change or anything, but it's basically updated graphics. They're gonna change some of the graphics. They're gonna make things look a little bit nicer. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play it, obviously, but I am like excited for it because it was at one point one of the most popular RPG Maker horror games at the time. And I mean now I attribute that more to Omori now, because Omori just blows it out of the water, obviously, because it actually had a budget. But you know, it was those times. It was those times. I guess Lisa's still up. I guess Lisa isn't really a horror game, though. Jury's still out on that one. I'm just so excited, and I also like. I think I'm at the point, and I'm sad to say it. I remember long ago saying that it would be really cool. I would be very happy for the developers if One Shot became like really popular and everything. Even though I wouldn't really want it, I know that's a very like a kind of hipster's mentality that if it's popular, I like it a little less. But I guess I have other stuff that is more special than it, you know, that is not seen as much. But at the same time, One Shot I think has now stopped being in the whole like underrated category. I think people enough, I've seen so much about it that yeah, it doesn't constitute as underrated or anything. It is kind of the most popular RPG Maker game, probably. Okay, not the most popular, not the well known or anything, but it is the most like outspoken to being extremely good. And I keep seeing more and more videos about it, even without watching One Shot videos. You know, like people keep making video essays and reviews and interviews to developers and all that kind of stuff. Markiplier played it back when the first game was released on Steam. So on that iceberg of RPG Maker games, One Shot should have been at the very top, next to Omori, and probably maybe Yume Nikki, because that's also referenced a lot whenever another game uses Earthbound and stuff as its reference point. If not, I don't know what else. guess at the same time, I hope one day some community out there is having a renaissance of games or something. You know, indie games are so popular now, and everyone knows them, and a lot of people are festering for them now, but it's always the popular ones. I need to find the really underground stuff, the ones that no one gives. Why do I keep pressing L? I'm not pressing L. Tablet keeps saying I'm pressing the button. Not pressing the button. There's a couple on itch.io, not Humble Bumble. That's another thing. On itch.io that I want to get to playing, and some like visual novels as well. That's gonna take a while. I just wish I could play it in the comfort of my computer. Too bad I can't. Phone or whatever. Too bad I can't. I guess that made it easier for me to play Hotel Deaths because I could like play it in bed and still get like, you know. It's hard playing something on the computer, and it's just like, alright, I just gotta sit on this desk and just sit, not lay down or rest or anything, just sit. It makes it a whole lot harder. Let's curve these a little. Guess I don't think I would like Hotel Dusk any less, but it still would have been a little harder. Oh, I should mention also to show this off real quick. So the background colors being changed, I said it was because of my dress up darling. So to show the colors real quick, do I have them saved? I don't think I do. I should have saved the gifts because they're adorable. Did I save them? I feel like I did save them. No, I did not save them. Okay, at least I took this screenshot for the profile picture. So this is kind of the color scheme. They have at the ending this blue with pink with these like half-tone dots or whatever. And I really like that, so I kind of stole it. I kind of just modified it for the one I already have so far. I still have the old one that Maple made me, but I like the colors on this one too. And it shines a lot, and it doesn't like blend me in with this outfit being very blue and everything, you know? Is that it for my side of the drawing? I think that is. I drew the hair, drew the arms. Oh, there's this, but I'll draw that later. So let's draw chair, G, tables.
To be honest, I like the BG. I like it too. That's why I chose it, because I think it's a little much brighter and it shows off the pinks and purples. And give me a sec, I'm gonna go turn on the light. Oh, by the way, Yosef, what's up with you so far? Have anything interesting happened, or do you have any opinions of the recent news with, you know, the Pokemon and... Yeah, it's just Pokemon, not even Nintendo, because the Pokemon thing happened after the Direct. guess I shouldn't been. I guess I shouldn't have been really recording on Twitter a lot. But what else am I gonna do to check on news, right? I've been following with the new Ukraine a lot. I have as well. Not as much like reading like news articles or anything, but just seeing like things pass by. It's scary, but it's also like the internet comes in and just embarrasses itself a lot more. Because the internet is the internet, and they'll do fucking whatever to have a good laugh, even at people's expense. But at the same time, like, it always goes like, something happens, people take one side, and then something else happens, and then it's like questioning that too. And then at that point, you're just like, well, which side should we go on? So I'm pretty sure, Joseph, you saw that, like, okay, Ukraine's been attacked. But then, like, when people are evacuating, they were blocking other people of a certain race. So it's like, is that the context? Is that like actually what's going on? Is there more details of is that it? Like what like what's going on? You know, like which side are we on? Are we on the like it changes? You know, you start questioning like, I guess everything is just like really gray, and it's just really hard to follow. That's the one thing that's difficult. It's just like, yeah, we're on one side, and then bad news of the side you're on, you know, cheering for, does something questionable, and it's like, well, we can't excuse it. That's weird. There'll always be assholes on each side. Yeah. I guess you can't really say like the entire, you know, country is on board with that, but there's so much sabotage, I guess, is the best way to say it, you know? There's so much gray, and you're gonna have to be like, all right, which do I support more, you know? I mean, like, yeah, that it's horrible that that's been happening, but at the same time, like, that's the side we're trying to help with. I guess that was just a few people, but are they going to be identified? Are they going to be, like, you know, convicted of their actions? Are we going to do anything about that? Yeah, it's a lot of like, yeah, we were told no one could ever do this, and yet it's happening. That's also a big yikes. I honestly, it sounds really weird, Joseph. It sounds really weird, but I honestly wish I was still in school to see what the teachers had to say about it. Because I remember back when a certain president was elected, and like seeing Mr. Hazan, one of the history teachers, just go on and on about this fucking idiot, you know, and everything. Like, that was funny, and it made me more interested because that's like happening right now. This isn't just some past stuff I have to remember. This is something that's happening right now and is affecting me, you know? So like, I would really wish I was in school just to see what the teachers are saying about it, you know? Like, what are the students like thinking? Like, oh my god, like, we didn't expect to now deal with this, like something like this now. Like, what is the country going to do? It's curious. It's curiosity, even if it's in a horrible time, you know. And meanwhile, I'm just trying anime, girl, so I don't have much room to complain. It's also kind of messed up. Students are already getting assignments about the topic. Oh, have you been hearing about that? Is that there's like people are saying that online, or is like people you know that are actually telling you that? Also, I almost forgot again. It's glasses. People I know and I've heard about it. Ah, okay. I need to put more music in here. Also, hang on, what chair post in Lane Dimension? Give me a sec. Uh-oh. Yeah, assignments is understandable because students actually want to learn about it, and if they're gonna teach about a real life subject, they still need to make sure like the students are getting like, you know, credit, like actual grade points on it. They can't just not do their assignments and then talk about real, like they have nothing to show for it. So it's a that's an understandable like, yeah, that's a educational thing, you know. There needs to be show of work for it. But also, oh my god, I know we're gonna talk about a war and then immediately gonna go to a tournament, but freaking apparently Capcom community license agreement is saying that you have to, if you're gonna make a tournament, you have to get an official endorsement from Capcom, and then you can't use images, music, fonts, etc. from the game or anything anything like that, or you'll get DMCA'd. So great. Really, really great. Not surprising. I mean, Nintendo's been doing that kind of stuff too, back for Splatoon, or back for Smash. Like, do you remember when they canceled like Smash's competitive thing, and then the Splatoon tournament they were gonna held, have the people's usernames be Splatoon, like the names in Splatoon saying like free Smash and stuff, only for Nintendo to cancel that too. Oh my goodness. Also, yeah, you're right. It does impact everything. Like something this big like impacts so much, even if people don't want to really like deal with it. And I understand people not wanting to deal with it because it's like, yeah, it's not a pleasant thing to think about. Like you always see this in history and books, and you think, yeah, that sucks. But then when it's actually happening in front of your face, it's like, I am unprepared for this mentally, you know. Because when you, like, even for people that don't know much about history and only know the basic surface level of it, they know that stuff comes very, very bad things to happen, so. It's definitely scary. It's just gonna, it's less of like, I'm scared of what's going to happen right now, like of the, you know, the lives being risked and everything. But it's more worrying of what's gonna happen after, like what's gonna be the result. You know, that's the scariest thing. It's not the actual, you know, fight. The scary thing is actually what's gonna happen after. If Ukrainian loses, like loses its defenses, what's gonna happen, you know, to that entire, you know, area. And if Russia loses and Ukrainians actually hold out their defenses, how are they going to respond? And what's the punishment they're going to receive for it? And I don't know if you know, but sometimes countries receiving punishment for something like that does not end well. No, it's both. You heard about how history repeats. What do you mean it's both? Well, what part do you mean it's both? Like, of both results, or I don't know, or like the future and today? What do you mean? I am saying that yes, it's scary right now, but the more scary thing is what's gonna happen after. Like what's the result of it?
hurting the people more than anything. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. The rebel is pretty much useless now. Okay, that's fair then, yeah. I guess that is also part of the results, but I guess even worse is the fact of it not even being what's the word? Not being settled for a while. It might take years even. Like, can you imagine this going on for not just a few months, but like actual years that's just looming over our heads as we grow a little older? I'm pretty sure people that have already heard like the news and everything already get, like, even that they're not in any involvement with it, just completely moving out just to make sure they don't get pulled in somehow. Wait, what is that neck thing? I don't know. I'm just going with the flow right now, just endlessly drawing. Okay, yeah, it's been going on for years, but the conflict didn't reach this escalation. Also, I feel bad. I feel really bad because I remember saying it a couple of times. Like, this year has started out weirdly, you know? Like, it feels like something's gonna happen. And like, it had, like, last year went so well. I was saying it was like the best year ever, probably in a long time. Even though there was a pandemic and I think it was still like everyone's gotten a handle of it now. People has been having like really good lives. And then I said like a couple of streams in the first year, like saying like, yeah, it's been really weird. Like, good stuff has happened, but also some like weird bad stuff. And then you just get the overwhelming feeling that like something isn't right. And then this happens, and it's like, oh, there it is. That'll do it. That'll do it. Something bad always has to happen every year. Last year, what was the big thing about last year? Come on. Like, for me, I can't think of a single thing that bad happened last year that I remember. I had a good old time. Maybe some like downers here and there that was like really bad for the world, but maybe that didn't affect me personally, and I was just like, the solution got over pretty easily. I don't know. I mean, last year suffered a rapid increase of COVID cases. Okay, but that was because of the variant. And the variant, even though it was more rapid, it wasn't as dangerous. And a lot of people got more of the vaccine. So now, even actually, if you have the vaccine and you get the virus, and you don't deal with as much symptoms as before, which that was good because I received it twice. Ouch. But it was just like 3 days. All right, pain. But afterwards, I was perfectly fine. I did not mean to open Asprite. Hi, Jotel, how are you? Same here, yeah. It sucked, but it wasn't that bad. I remember it wasn't that bad compared to the stories I was hearing at the very beginning when it started. Like, people saying like, yeah, you get to put into hospitals. And then at that point, it's like a little bit too late, and they're like, that was scary. That was scary. but like from what I received, it was just like, all right, I received the fever and now it's over. So that it was fine. I felt like dying, God, but it wasn't that bad, and I recovered really quickly. So they're focusing. I mean, yeah, they suffered the most, and that's obvious. I have someone that I know that's in that group that had to literally be avoiding like basically 2 years just alone, and that's scary. That's like not only scary in the point of like, you know, trying to stay away from something that can really cause you damage, but also just being alone for that long because of the virus. Also, like, freaking. Oh wait, that was the caller. Damn it. If that was colored in, I would have realized. Also, Jotel, how are you doing? You doing anything? Anything special happening? Any good news? Something interesting though is that she has a dog, and because she was isolated for so long and didn't see people along with the dog started to fear other people. All the other dogs she had like really got used to having strangers over, but not this dog, and it's probably because she was isolated the entire time. Well, with you know, with the woman.
The only absolutely unspecial things are happening. Yeah, I could attest to that. Nothing big happening. And the things that are big are not that good. Oh, something good that is though. Oliver has made her VTuber debut. So, you know, check her out because she's adorable and cute and everything. And the video she made for a debut is like pretty cool. Aside from that though, oh, I want to share I think I sent it early in my server. Freaking, I posted like someone drew the Amori boy style and had like Aubrey and Amori. It's like, I like this because I can interpret it differently. I'm not always into AUs all the time, but if it's like different enough and like isn't as cringy, then it's like, yeah, I like interpreting a different version of a similar story, you know? I guess that's why I like Enroll too. I mean, it's not really an AU, but it has the same themes. That's what I'm looking for. Same themes, but it can be the same or different characters. It doesn't matter. It was cute. It was cute. And Oliver is very much cute. I'm gonna send her something later though when she gets back online. And then we can finish off one of the projects that I don't know how long it will take, but it will mark upon the world as I make producer stuff with a certain VTuber, even though I'm not that good. I'm still getting there though. Ow, my arm. That was actually my arm, it wasn't my wrist, which is surprising for an artist. I try to draw with my arm as much as I can to avoid any of those wrist pains, and I'm very, very glad, because when I see people tragically tell how they had to go to the hospital because of their wrist, I just like, yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid that as much as I can. Oh, and freaking speaking of more, the shipping for Sweetheart has the Sweetheart thing has been shipped. So now I'm just gonna wait for that to arrive and then realize, why did I make this purchase? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me sometimes? I also need to figure out, you know, I still get told, like, freaking by me are really good artists, like, saying, just increase your commission price. It's like, but no one wants to commission me even with my lower prices. Who's gonna commission me with my higher prices? I guess one person did, but that person I already knew, and
I was okay with it being little in the first place because it was a little drawing. Best song in the game. Anything else that happened? I think that's more fun to talk about that isn't as depressing. Give me some ideas. 'Cause I got none. There's nothing really, other than Pokemon, nothing really in the gaming world hasn't happened yet. And even if there is, I don't have the means to buy it right now. So yeah. Are you making NFTs? Never. It's not even fun enough to make it as a joke because it actually does hurt the environment. So even doing it as a joke is like a bit of a bad move. I like the concept of virtual money is really simple. It's like seriously just what we do with credit cards and debit cards and already. But people trying to take it into a more property value kind of centric thing is like for investments and everything. That's the part that sucks about it, and that's the part that ruins it all. Because when that happens, then it's literally about people trying to make it as profitable as they can, which ruins the point of it being a currency. It sucks. It not just sucks for like, you know, the environment and the fact that people scam them, but it just sucks because the concept could have been great. But the idea that you can, you know, have your art, like, okay, the thing about art is that, you know, to keep it in your wall, to claim it, you know, to buy it and all that, it has to be physical. So making the art isn't enough. What you have to do is you have to actually find a place to print it out, which could be very detailed with a lot of colors, meaning that's, you know, pricing with ink as well. Then having the material to, you know, print it on, like what kind of material do you want it on, which can be either very cheap, like standard paper, or like really expensive, like regular posters, or my favorite, the texturing of, you could just hang them like a clothes hanger. Then you have to now print enough of them, because printing just one costs a lot. And most stores that will have you print out stuff will print it in bulk for the cheaper price. Then finding enough buyers to ship all of them. So now you have to pay shipping for it. To package it, you have to package it all and then ship it. So it's annoying, but the whole, like, that could have been changed, you know? Instead of saying like, okay, you have to, you know, there's all these pricing I have to go through, instead having just this like, yes, I paid for this, so, you know, it's technically mine, even if the, you know, the artist owns it, but it's still like, I can use it how I want, I can use it in like any promotional items I want. You know, it's like copyright. It is mine, I can use it the way I want to. Like that is nice. You know, that's like literally the basis of commission, just more officially. And it could target better prices and all that. It could have been a good idea. It's just the whole, what they call, what is it called? The blockchain thing? That's the part where it ruins everything. Saying that it's yours and yours alone and no one can have it and that it will go up in value. Like, no, that's just dirty capitalism. The idea that I'm pretty sure everyone had when the idea came out was that, oh, this would make commissioning a lot easier. it would make commission a lot easier, because then the work just handles itself. I give you commission and you can do whatever you want with it. I don't care, you know? Anonymous commissions, it could be for advertisement or anything, and it won't be a problem for you. Yeah. The whole it's mine and only mine makes no sense when you could just right click save. And that's not a thing. That's not. Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that too. About the whole joke about right clicking and saving. Anyone, I don't know. You probably seen it, Joseph, too, and Drilltail, you probably seen it as well. Anyone that's not familiar with computers and you know, data and all that, that's more about money and capitalism, doesn't understand that in the internet and with computers, data can always be copied and sent to someone else. They call it stealing, like pirating, stealing, and all that, but it's just using data that's already there to move it somewhere else and copy it. And not a lot of people like that idea. That's why subscriptions exist, specifically to prevent people, like online connectivity, to make sure the license is correct. Even Clip Studio is the same way, you know? You have to have a serial number from when you bought the program so you can use Clip Studio. And people find ways to break it, of course, by having the code stolen and then just removing the authentication part of it. You know, there's always fight of being as protective as you can with it, but then people finding a way to break it anyway, and you know, crack it. That's why it's all cracked and everything. Oh, I mean, fucking even back then. Oh god, back then with generating keygen, which if anyone's played Deltarune, you might or might have known that the whole keygen track from Spamton was a reference to Sony Vegas, where everyone used the keygen program so they can all edit videos for free and not have to pay for the program. Ain't that something, right? Yeah, I need a peace sign reference. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people that don't know the internet don't know that data can be transferred, and they hate that. They hate that so much. It's like, why? That's stealing. You know, you can't steal that. It's technically, you know, part of the company and all that, but it's not. I mean, it technically still is, because, you know, you're using a program without paying it and everything, but that will always be popular. And I guess you can say the same thing in, you know, real life, obviously, too, where, you know, where you could say, like, oh, hey, like, you know, I'm gonna steal this thing, like, from the store. But the difference is that, you know, you're taking something that's physically there away, and now someone else can't use it. Whereas in a digital space, it's, why is this a web file? Images. Now giving me a PNG. I'm gonna just do this. But it's also, what was it, like, what Gabe said? Or was it Gabe Newell or Seam or someone? Don't know what it was. Someone saying, like, if you have a good service, people won't want to pirate things. Or the people that would pirate things would be very little. It would be amount to, the only people that would really pirate would be children. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something funny. When Among Us was getting popular, you wouldn't believe how hard I laughed when I went into my brother's room real quick, and I saw that he had a cracked Among Us game, and I'm like, you couldn't afford $5 for a Steam game, that you had to go crack it, that you had to find a cracked version of it somewhere. You couldn't afford $5.
depends on people behind the product. Yes, if it's shitty people that they don't want to support, yeah, they pirate. Like everyone's saying, pirate Adobe Illustrator or Adobe. I want to pirate the video editing they have. I don't know how to do that though, so I'm just gonna take a back seat and just use what I have so far, because it's fine what I have so far. But if I ever want to and I have the opportunity to, I would definitely pirate from it. I should have been saying this on stream, but yeah, it's not crimes if it's for a cause. That's the difference. It's not a crime if it's for a cause, and that cause is protesting, so you know. Oh, really old stuff like Abandonware? Yeah, there's a website that has a page of Abandonware. It's funny that Toho is on it, by the way. Abandonware has like programs and such, but there's also one that's like Abandonware games. Toho is one of them. There's some Toho games in there. It's kind of funny to me. Also, I miss the Toho backpack I had in school. God, I don't regret it, because if anything, those were the only times I felt like, yeah, this is nice, you know, about stuff, and the only thing interesting that happens in school. Oh. I still never went to the anime club, and honestly, I still feel like I wouldn't have regretted it. I would have regretted it if I did, because anyway. Oh, also, freaking Yosa, do you remember Ari? Not Ari from Jaden Animations, but Ari from like our class. To be honest, the anime club was pretty dope. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'd also don't want to feel like I regretted not going. Yeah, I have her on Instagram still, apparently. Despite all these years, I still keep in contact with her somehow. And we do see each other. Fucking, I think I mentioned it before. Like, we met each other while we were getting chicken from Stater Brothers. But I think we contacted each other when I went to community college. We saw each other, and then like we hit up on Instagram, and I downloaded it for specifically for that. And then I kept her also on Discord. So I still like message her from time to time, and I've posted my art, and she posted her art on Instagram, and it's really weird seeing the person that inspired me to do art saying like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and seeing her art and like being like, yeah, that's kind of the same like before. I'll show you like art of hers later, Yosef, and you'll see what I mean by like it's kind of the same. Well, you can definitely see why she said like I've definitely improved from then. Kind of funny, but yeah. Other than you, she's the only person from back then that I still have contact with. Aside from that, literally no one else I know. So, you know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's not a lot of people. Yeah, the artists you look up to liking your art, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those moments. Also, yeah, these fingers are way too long and big. I'm a comic cover after all. Okay, so if I'm in this position, then this hand is backwards. Yeah. Oh shit, it's this track, chilling with the boys. Though it's funny. I know Ari from class. Yet freaking we haven't seen each other after that. We've only we've only seen each other from the community college and only when necessary. We never like actively hang out. Unlike freaking going to Cherji Tables' place, flying 2 hours away or three hours away just to visit someone. I'd rather go to Nevada than to visit someone nearby and try to connect with them.
It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Yosef, do you know River City Girls? Good game. Would recommend. Right now, the most popular thing should be River City Girls 0, because that's the original, like, and like NES or SNES. I don't know what game it was from. That's the originator. River City Girls is just a normal one. There's also a sequel being planned too. I'm excited for that. This is what that game is where the song comes from. Song is so good. My favorite track out of the game. I'm gonna put freaking coat. There's so many mini games, so many to play, so many interesting stories. Not enough completion. I mean, some of them are finished, or like somewhat finished, but to the players. I'm still reading the comic of this guy. Like, he, instead of finishing the game, he's making a comic based on like different characters and such, but it should be similar themes to the game Answered Prayers. So I'm just waiting. Might call it a little greedy. I'm just waiting for the one where they'll show a scene of the shrine or they'll show Florette as a cameo, and I'll be like, Answered Players reference, hell yeah, you know. 'Cause I'm a freaking dork. Hello, Kachito. How are you doing? Again, weren't you already in chat? Here, do me a favor. Somehow get me 500 followers, and then I'll make you Kachito of the month. Boss stream ended? Oh. And that explains it, huh? You're watching someone else other than me. How could you? Thought you were loyal to me. Streamer's crying. You're streaming over someone else. I'm not. You drew first blood. No. I honestly had no idea Bob was streaming me, despite the fact that I commented I sent something on this stream earlier. Damn, you got me good, son. Got me good. Alright. I think that's all the line art. Oh god, that was a struggle. It wasn't that bad, but Jesus, okay. It was still a bit hard to get like some of the lines right and to make sure like everything's looking alright. This is the one I'm most worried about. But it should look fine. Yeah. And Bashada asked, how's your weekend? Well, you can ask me that now. I mean, yesterday I had no idea what I did because I spent the entire day watching anime. So, whoops. Rest real quick. Boys are starting to do color. What anime? My Dress Up Darling. It's the new one a lot of people are raving about, mainly because the main character has a bikini in, like, I think the second episode. I hope it's more than that. I hope it's more than just a bit of fan service. I mean, it has fan service for the right reason. Like, the main character is very flustered and is very new to friendships and all that, but hopefully it's more than that, because I really like the characters. And this whole idea being, you know, someone wanting to cosplay and the other one wanting to make outfits and make the perfect, like, you know, doll. Like, that's a nice character dynamic, a personality that they do that I haven't seen before. Also, I realized I'm not done with line art. I forgot to make the leash. Whoops. Oh well. God, my fingers are cracking so much. I'm pretty sure the anime will turn out well. If they ever make a second season. Yeah, I'm fine with the story just being finished with one season. That's all I'm okay for. If I really wanted some fluff, like really sugary fluff, I'll just read and watch To the Moon again.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh, I have sniffles. The anime is adorable. It's cute. Some good character moments. I hope there's more to read. Square Enix manga? Is it? What do you mean Square Enix manga? Is it made by Square Enix? That would be funny. But I doubt it. Oh fuck, I fucking didn't realize. I don't have any Spirit Tracks music in the playlist. Let me change that. Maybe I should get the official one. No, official from Zelda Universe. Let's see. That was like 4 minutes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 4 minutes too. And then Overworld. And then no, not that. Do I like this boss music? No, I like another one more. Yeah, Cursed Overworld. There it is. It's published by them. They make some phone RPGs. Okay, so it's published by them, but they are not the ones that are making it. Okay then. I wish the chat has a way to remove badges. Oh, I should ask Chair later or someone else. I could probably Google that actually. Yeah, I know. I fucking if no one fucking should not know about Square Enix. And in fact, if anyone knows RPGs, they would know about Square Enix. So yeah, they published it. They didn't make it. Who made it is a bigger question. Who actually like made the books and everything, and the art and all that kind of stuff. I'll stand up for a sec. Let me delete this YouTuber real quick. Oh, there she is. She's dead. And alright, good timing. Alright, bye. I'll be right back. They make solid 6 out of 10 RPGs. Square Enix made... What did Square Enix made? Hang on. I know about Square Enix. I don't know about what games they made. Games list. List of video games. What have they made recently? Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's coming. Legend of Mana. Let's forget about the platformer. The Final Fantasy remake. The Kingdom Hearts 3. That was like for what I've seen. A lot of these I don't know. I mean, Dragon Quest. Again, don't know. Wait. They did Left 4 Dead Survivors. Did you know about this? Okay, Bravely Default is a game I have to play. And the second one, because Paul really wanted me to, and I heard good things about it. They made Mario Sports Mix. They made Bust a Move Universe? Wait, hang on, this is a Bust a Move game I didn't know about. Okay, this is 2000. Wait, what the fuck? They made a Chrono Trigger for the Nintendo DS in 2008, and then they made one for Microsoft Windows in 2018? Like the DS version? How? They made Snoopy DS. Let's go meet Snoopy and his friends. Personally, I'll just choose the Red Baron, but okay. The only Square Enix game I played was their latest one called Octopath. My favorite character was Teresa. I played the demo of Octopath. Did not... Okay, I might be a little biased in the fact that I've only played like 5 minutes of it. But listen, the first 5 minutes of something definitely can impact a lot. Also, what the hell? This is an actual game for Nintendo 3DS. Is it even good? The trailer doesn't seem like that. Let me look at the walkthrough. Well, made by Square Enix. Yeah, that certainly is supposed to move. Alright. Okay, so like, how do I explain? Listen. I picked a character, and the character was apparently in this like Kingdom Army war thing. So like the character walks up with some troops, and like some enemy troops come in, and it's like, oh cool, okay, this is the tutorial. Nice way to start out. We're in the middle of a war. Let's go fight. So you know we're getting I'm getting hyped up to start learning the game and everything, and then the game goes like, no, we're not doing that, by the way. So the main character like runs off. For some reason, there's a reason, but I forgot what it was. But he just leaves, and it's like, okay, that's weird. I mean, I kind of understand, but I don't know why. And then like we get to see his like rival, or like the guy that's like controlling everything or whatever. And it's like, oh, I see what's going on here. The tutorial is gonna be this fight that's gonna be unwinnable. That's gonna teach me the mechanics, like in Mario and Luigi where you fight Bowser or something, right? I thought that was gonna be pretty cool. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. That's nice. I like this. This is a good way to start. And then the game cuts out. And then we head towards the village, like this village aftermath of that event. Like that was just a pass. And then it's just more dialogue and some more dialogue, and then they're like two characters. And it's like, oh, we want to learn how to fight. And it's like, it's just these two nobodies in a very calm situation. And it's like, I was so hyped up, and now I just have to like, I just felt kind of very disappointed. Not mad, not like you know, not mad, not like angry, not anything like that. Just disappointed, because I was like, just the setting itself was enough to be like, this is where it's gonna teach me the game. This is a good way to start out. Like I'm excited. Like there's stuff happening. I have to pay attention. And then to just be like, yeah, no, we're in a calm area. Like, why would you start in like a war then, like a kingdom war? Why don't you just start at the village, and then we like, I don't know. I know that's only the first 5 minutes of the game, and like I stopped playing after that. Like I just didn't even do the tutorial, but that just impression just stuck with me a lot. And I'm not hating the game or anything, but I think of that, I think of the first impression it gave me, and I'm just like, I want to play other games. I want to try other games that have a better, impression on me. Like Hotel Dusk. That game starts out pretty awesome, okay? That game starts out with immediately there's a situation going on, but you know it's the past. You don't have any control or anything, you know? It just some quick flashbacks, like really quick, no dialogue, but like just imagery. And then you're caught up to speed. Like, okay, this is what's going on. I have a job to do. We're doing this. And it slowly introduces you to all the characters. That's more fair than, you know, a war going out, you know? And like, I'm ranting on. I'm ranting on. I have no cases on game design. I could be totally in the wrong here, but that's my 2 cents. Are we back on Chilling with Two Boy? God damn it. I might draw the female Pokemon protagonist just because I think she's cute. I know like an unwinnable fight is also kind of like a trope sometimes, but if the stakes are high enough and it actually matters in the story, then I'm okay with it. There are many different ways to start off a video game. Some are epic, some are slow. You just gotta know what's the right tone. So when you start the tone out with a kingdom battle, it better pay off and it better keep my expectations. Otherwise, it's not gonna be fair when I just have to battle some randoms for the tutorial and it's like, why? I had such an epic time. I wanted to see what was going on. And it's just gonna pull me away at that moment. I don't know. I do like the style though. Octopath Traveler style. I'm so happy they're doing it again for Live Alive. What I don't get is why they copyrighted it. But before you say like they copyrighted the style, no. They didn't copyright the style. They just copyrighted the word of the style. Which that I don't get. I don't know why, but they copyrighted the HD 2D word. Not the style, just the word, which is weird, but at least that means other people can also use the style too. Which is also known as just 3D environment 2D sprites. I don't know what's a better catchphrase for it. Like HD 2D is like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense that it's in 3D. I think there should be a better. I think there is a better word for it, but I just don't know it. Isometric? No, that's not the word. That's something else. I might have to download something later, but. Yeah, I'm gonna download. Although I want to use the same text. I'll send this. No, I'll finish it. So let me say this original idea real quick. And I'm gonna do this now that I have posted the other two.
where's my text? There it is.
So originally, I still don't have my VTuber model. Whoops. Originally, it was gonna be something like best wife. That was gonna be. Why is the text like that? I know that's what it's supposed to be, but it still looks great. I'm gonna export this real quick because I will need it for later. Why does my model do? I know it's supposed to like return, but I might as well just erase it again and hope I don't forget next time. So like this was this one, and then this Aya one was gonna be best. I could also say best sibling. Yeah, sibling. That way it's for both. Best siblings. Export this thing again. And the joke I wanted to have was that the last one would be best friends, and that's the only thing Chair doesn't like. I thought of this and I was like, yeah, that's a nice idea, and it took a while, but oh wait, why am I exporting this? It took a while, but that's the idea I wanted to go with. And now the joke can finally be complete. Model, stop doing that. You're weird.
I'm talking to it like it's sentient. Now I get tired of the music. Can't wait for the next chapters, even though it's gonna take a very, very long time. I mean, to be fair, chapter 2 was just 2 years away. So if you're gonna wait and expect 3 more chapters, it might take the same amount of time if there's enough people on the team. And if most of the assets are already being completed. So it should. As long as this, what?
Oh, I see.
So, you know, I'm not saying it's gonna happen soon either, but I just can't wait. I'm excited. Oh wait, I forgot all our hair. My hair. Oh, you, I don't need you anymore. I'm gonna flat color all this. I'm gonna flat color all this, and then I'm gonna call it a day, because my throat's getting kind of tired from talking. What is Cheiji Fumo? It's Cheiji Fumo. Is there something you don't get about it? Maybe I should edit Chair's clothing more as well. Yeah. Please tell me it exists. It does not exist, sadly. Chair wants it to exist, and so do I. But currently, right now, it does not exist. The drawing was just a like a design of like, yeah, this is what it could look like if it was real. So maybe someday it will be real, but it probably will only belong to Chair because it'll be a custom-made one, and God knows how much the custom-made Fumos cost. I'm still waiting for like a Paris Fumo to be official, so I don't have to pay so much for a custom one. And Paul has promised me that if a Paris Fumo did exist, he would buy it for me. So it's only a matter of time. Come on, Toho Project Company, whatever it's called. I know in your heart you want to release and create a Paris Fumo. Please, I'm begging you, make it real. You have any wacky dreams lately? I remember having a weird dream, but I don't remember it. And I didn't write it down because I didn't think it was that worth writing about. It was very random. And not random as in like Yume Nikki random. Random as in like it didn't make sense. And even if I wrote it down, it wouldn't make sense and there's something to get from it. Like, there's some dreams I had where I had really good Yume Nikki areas. The one I had was just like literally like a ton of random mess everywhere and it made nothing. There was no nuance in it. I just didn't bother writing it. If I do have an interesting dream though, I will write it down and then I'll say it on stream. But for today, not so much. Oh, I forgot to draw chair tuxedo. At least it's a vest thing. What about your latest wet dream? Did I color? Oh shoot! Did I color this on with code? Damn it, I did. I don't know why I did that. You know something? I think, Chichiro, I'm messing. Yeah. I've told you about my other dreams, right? Like, the main Yume Nikki ones was the incident with a tall, like, garage tower for cars, but it was, like, very small, like, for people to get on. I think the other Yume Nikki area was... What was the other Yume Nikki area I had? Damn it, that's the only one I can remember right now. I've written those down for sure, though. Ow. One of them that's more recent was there was a couple of kids I met, and they walked up, like, they wanted to get food, so they walked up to, like, this random part of the wall, which is, like, it's a very floor apartment. Like, there's just houses around, but, like, you know, apartment houses, just flat. And, like, they just walk up to this, like, stand embedded in the wall that's, like, frozen. Like, frozen food is just out there in the open. And then, like, that's where they get their food from. And it's just, like, that was really weird to me. Just the concept of that, like, really disgusted me for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it didn't disturb me like a nightmare or anything. It just disturbed me. It disturbed me in a very, like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense, you know? That was also the dream where like I drove a car like at max speed or something, like dropping in and all that kind of stuff, which I guess that was also weird. I think there was also a thing about like an old woman's dentures or something. I don't know. And that dream was really weird. Actually, I think it even started out with Cherji Tables. And that was before I went to visit him and on the trip too. I knew what he looked like, so... Oh, no, not the trip to visit him. I did see him before. It was freaking the convention, so yeah, I wouldn't know how he looked like. Never mind. Yeah, like Cherji Tables was there at the beginning. But that was it. I remember seeing Oliver too on a related dream, but that dream was also kind of weird because it was my brother, my older brother, burning. No. So here's the weird thing: the books were like smoking as if they were like just burned and put out, but they showed no signs of damage. They were just smoking, and I went to my bedroom because I just had a feeling. I knew that Oliver and someone else, I still don't know who that someone else was. It wasn't Cher, it was a voice I'd never recognized. But I heard at least Oliver's voice, that like something was going on, and that's where the dream ended. So I had both Cher and Oliver in a dream. I have not yet had Aya in a dream though, but maybe someday that'll happen, who knows. I need to turn to the other keyboard to type in the names of these things. I can't use my mouse though, so I have to always go to the other side of the desk to use my mouse. Maybe I'll get a wireless mouse someday so I can transfer it here. What I want to experience one day though, it's definitely lucid dreaming, of course. I haven't trained myself for it, but maybe I should somehow. But I think I have an idea on how. There was one point I got really close to a lucid dream, but then I did the stupid, and I think I said it before on stream. Don't repeat myself again, but you know. I just find dreams so interesting, especially for a game sense. Oh, actually, I don't know if I said this on stream even, and I definitely think so, about the concept of what's it called? What's it called? It's the thing where you suspend your disbelief on movies and stuff. Suspending your disbelief on certain things. There's a thing about it. So I think for myself and for many other people too, have this thing where if the thing that's being fantasy, like if something completely fantasy is, you know, exists, something about it is that you can accept it easier because it's a thing that's not in reality. Whereas when it comes to something that is in reality and it changes a little bit without explanation, you have doubts about it. So there's this whole thing about like what I think is, in sense of disbelief, if it's a fantasy thing that you haven't seen before, you can believe it easier. But if it's a realistic thing that just changes, like you don't think it can happen in real life, then you have a harder time believing in it. You can think of an example, like an easy one for me is freaking Omori, because of the obvious reason. How did he get away with it? But that's because it's the entire game is stated on reality. So if something doesn't seem possible, then yeah, you have that, you can't sense of disbelief it a lot easier. But if it's on another thing like I guess let's say not River City Girls, but I would say like maybe what's a harder answer? I just believe everything. You can check. If it's like any other important story game that has some other fantasy like element, like you can sense your disbelief a little more because you know it's not in reality. It's not, you know. Even like River City Girls, like the entire act of the fact that these two girls that are from high school managed to beat up so many different people and certain different like gang leaders or just keep regular people in the end, like you have that sense of disbelief because one, girls aren't able to even fight like that many people in the first place, you know? You're fighting police officers and many different people just out of nowhere, so it just makes no sense in the beginning anyway. Who peeing to me? They will die for their crimes. Why did I call it this? This is just share. Oops, I bumped into the mic. Oh no. Also, actually, you know, here's another example. I just thought of one. Hotel Dusk. Its story could be seen as this like unbelievable sometimes, but the thing is, details are hidden from you, so it doesn't seem like that, you know, that impossible. Like every single person's story is grounded in reality, and like so well. And then like even the big major thing, like there's this like I don't spoil anything, but even like the big, you know, like reveal or whatever has its merits of like, yeah, it could happen because it happened. It happened, it had consequences for it, and it seems realistic. Like you wouldn't think of like would they really get rid of that, you know, like get away with that? But like it's not dwelling on the fact that it happened, it's dwelling on the fact that it has happened and this is the result of it happening. Kind of like Omori does spend a little bit about the whole like it takes time about like seeing like, yes, this is the thing that the trauma, because the whole thing is about realizing that that's what happened, and people focus on that a lot, like would this even work in real life and all that kind of stuff. But in Hotel Dusk, it's a small detail of like, yes, this was the thing that happened, but that's not the important part. The important part is what happened after and the consequences of that. There was so little time dwelling on it that I didn't have to, my thought wasn't like, did this really, like, could this really happen in real life? It was like, oh, it happened. They made this work somehow. That's not the important part, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm bringing too much into this. I'm sorry, but you know, when I get worked up on something, I really want to talk. But we're almost done here. Well, not I'm not almost done with this piece, but I am almost done with this stream because again, my throat's dying out. But when I when I get the idea to talk, oh god, I start talking. It's a little too much. Of course, a double edge. How come you're choking share 2 tables? Ask him. Actually, don't ask him. Keep this a secret until I post this and send it to him. As long as he doesn't see it. I mean, he can see it if he wants to anyway. I don't mind. I already DM'd it. Fucking Cheeto. I can't even tell if you're lying or not. So I'm just gonna assume you're lying because you're a bitch. And I'm gonna move on.
Hang on real quick. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I got my food. I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna stop here, and we'll finish this another time. So. Oh, got 2 songs to play. There we go. Oh god, I'm hungry. Hang on, let's see what this In-N-Out order is. Yep, fries and burger. Very nice. No drink. I only drink water because it is not that unhealthy for you. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. What am I doing? Go to Twitch. Let's see if anyone is drawing some art. Is no one I know streaming? No, no. Leaflet is online. Alexander is awful online. Oh, Elden Ring. I've been seeing that a lot. Oh, Lily Blue's playing Splatoon 2. Freaking let's go, Lily Blue. Oh, they're starting out. Oh god, they're starting out. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. This is good timing. All right, next time on stream, hopefully doing maybe doing Splatoon or maybe continuing our game clearing. I don't know yet. Maybe Don't Starve as well. Just a lot of things basically. I'll announce it in the server when I can. All right, see you guys. Until next time. Thanks for watching. It was the first time I probably said that.